are talking about how the case ended the way it did. Elizabeth's joining us live.
Jen, in between hitting the book, students here at Florida Coastal were able to take a break and watch the verdict roll in live, and they were glued to the television as the verdict not guilty ran across the screen. Waiting and watching for more than 6 weeks, these students at Florida Coastal School of Law are shocked the verdict is in. As the court announced, Casey Anthony is found not guilty.
I'm from Orlando, and I don't know what to say. I'm shocked.
Shaking with excitement, Daniela Alpont, a second-year law student, texted friends when the word came down in disbelief the mother from Orlando is free, while her law school friends sat on the edge of their seats at an afternoon watch party. And with adrenaline pumping after following the case, fellow student Nick DiToronto says he's ready to switch directions from corporate law to criminal.
The battle between Jose Baez and Mr. Ashton is just epic, really.
And there's more than just the shock value. The buzz around campus is raising questions. Students are wondering where the prosecution went wrong and using what they learned in the classroom.
From what I saw, the prosecutor did a pretty good job. But unfortunately, you can't underestimate the knowledge of the jurors in different cases.
Hoping to become a future prosecutor, Johnny Waller feels for the state's loss, but understands how this conclusion was drawn.
I think it's intriguing in that aspect to see how we may have thought about something previously before entering law school, and now that we're in law school and are taught to look more closely at things like evidence and testimony.
And as the thrill from the TV wore down, these law students say they're taking the Casey Anthony case as another lesson learned. And because these students didn't actually have to go down to the courthouse to watch this trial unfold, they say this was a rare opportunity to learn a lesson like this one. Reporting live from Bay Meadows, Elizabeth Kate, Channel 4, the local station.
Now, Elizabeth, you know, it's one thing to analyze this case as a law student, totally different, though, as a juror with no legal training. Did any of the students talk about what decision they might have made if they had been in the jury box?
Well, these students say they're not totally convinced that Casey Anthony is completely innocent, but they do say because there is reasonable doubt, they agree with the jury on this one. Jen?
Elizabeth Kate joining us live. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Well, Don Wills has been talking